Hey, I'm back with another Q&A video. You know the deal. I tweeted out hoping to gather questions and you guys sent them in. Be sure to follow me on Twitter so that you can be notified when I'm making these videos so that you can be in the next one. What aspect of Roller Champions is it that makes the game near and dear to your heart? It's really just the overall gameplay experience. It's fast, it's addictive, it requires skill, it's just plain fun. I'm a big fan of innovative gameplay, especially when that game also includes the possibility of being competitive, and Roller Champions hits those nails right on the head. What would you say is the most challenging thing about moderation? Now, this isn't exclusive to the Roller Champions community. Anyone that knows me knows that I've been moderating many other communities long before Roller Champions, and even now I moderate more communities and that kind of stuff. But it's without a doubt the moderating of friends or people that you've become close with, because being unbiased in moderation is really crucial. So when I have to pull someone aside and let them know that they're doing something wrong and they decide to argue it because they don't like being told what to do or they disagree or whatever, it can be a real buzzkill, and I've definitely lost friends over it. But making communities a fun and safe place goes so far beyond what one or two people think of me or how I run things. It goes so far beyond me. I'm branching out of moderation and working towards management, so I can hopefully focus less on sitting around reading chat rooms, but it just comes with the job. So the more you do it, the better you sort of understand the moderation ecosystem for a given community. Do you think Quartz will come to Roller Champions, and if so, do you think it's a good idea? I'm pretty neutral on the subject of NFTs in video games. They're putting it in Ghost Recon, I think. If that's something the players want, they'll spend their money on it, and if they have fun, they have fun. Who am I to judge? I don't play that game. If they aren't having fun, if they aren't buying it, it's safe to assume Quartz won't last long or carry over to other games. We'll just have to wait and see. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm not a business. I don't understand how one works. I'm just a guy trying to play some cool games. Do you have plans in the Discord like creating LFG chats? Yes, absolutely. You can't have a multiplayer game server without LFG channels. The Roller Champions server is going to look a lot different when the game releases. When we implement all of the ideas that we have, it'll be super exciting. Where would you like the first RC LAN to take place? Ideally somewhere close to me on the East Coast, so I don't have to travel too much, obviously, but surely everyone from all over feels the same way or even differently. I'm curious to know where the dev team would want the first LAN to take place if one were to happen, and I'm also curious to know what you think, so let me know in the comments where you would like the first RC LAN to take place. Do you think there will be many more teams step up in the competitive scene upon release, or do you think it will take a while before new teams start appearing? Well, let's remember that all it took in the past was a single tweet for people to start making teams and logos and jumping on the hype train, so to speak. So I imagine we'll see even more teams once the game comes out and people start playing together and whatnot. The thing is, though, those teams actually have to become relevant. You can't just make a logo and boom, become a big team. Wow, esports. So I also think we'll see some people who have created teams drop just as quickly as they were created. All I know is Roller Champions Esports is going to be exciting. Lots of roster changes, lots of people who aren't able to make the cut, lots of new teams blowing everyone away. It's going to be awesome. Will Ball Hogs have a secondary team of players that they will teach? It's not in the plans, no. I've played in tournaments and you look at the bracket and it's like Applesauce Gems A team and Applesauce Gems B team, and I've never been interested in doing it that way personally. Ball Hogs is myself, Raptor, and Mobspy, and potentially a sub, wink wink, but that's it. We don't have plans to expand. I myself, however, am open to coaching. I think it would be very fun, and I'm not opposed to taking that route in the slightest. I would love to have a protege, so to speak, so that I can watch them grow and be proud of them and their team and all that good stuff. Do you have any plans as a content creator / face of the game for the release of RC? Yes, absolutely, 100%. Bet, stay tuned. Do you anticipate any new mechanics or major changes to how the game plays? Surely there's something new, right? It's been a while. It's been almost a year since we last saw the game, so there's got to be something. But I am neutral on this as well. New stuff is always exciting, but I like the way the game is and don't mind if it's the same as when I last, played it. I'm sure the game will be a lot more fine-tuned in a lot of ways, though. Do you think offense and defense is balanced with the addition of the uppercut? I think the uppercut definitely got us closer to that balance, yes, but I would still say defense is missing something, not quite sure what it is, but maybe we just haven't played the game enough to know for sure. Maybe it is a lot more balanced than we think. We'll just have to see. What do you think is the most important thing to master to play at the highest level? Movement for sure. The mechanics in this game are super easy to learn and turn them into muscle memory. Movement is super important and is what sets you up for a lot of those mechanics and opportunities in the first place. When the game comes out, absolutely make sure that you know how to move around the arena quickly, fluently, and consistently. What do you think about the skill ceiling, and what do you think will happen to the esports scene? I think Roller Champions is a fairly low entry game to get into as far as competition and esports goes. It's really not a difficult game to be skilled at. I've been saying it for a while now, Roller Champions will be less about mechanics and more about things like mind games, mental fortitude, and general consistency. How will that impact the esports scene? I think it's going to make it a game where tons and tons of players feel like they actually have a chance to play at the top level. It's going to feel very inviting when getting started, and it will feel very rewarding to pull out wins. Don't get me wrong, Roller Champions is complex. It's just not complex in the same way that a game like Rocket League is. In your opinion, what will the release date be? Alright boys, big question. If you made it to the end of the video, I've got a surprise for you. The release date of Roller Champions will be